Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. So, I'm just going to get into some charts today and finish with some hopium. As you guys know, I am bearish in the short term. I've gone through a million times as to why. Another thing that I've just noticed is that we're in the middle of the range, obviously, that we've talked about here for Bitcoin, banging our heads on the recent swing high while everyone's getting super bullish, and we've now formed a daily bearish divergence, or we're forming one. Does this mean it's going to follow through? No, not especially, but it's just something to watch. Ethereum is at a weak resistance here, and there's a stronger resistance above us at $2,800. So again, something to watch for there on Ethereum. I do think some alts are telling different stories. Some look pretty good. Some look like they're about to be pretty good. For example, one that looks like it could be pretty good is HBAR. It's attacking its recent swing high here, so it's important to watch whether HBAR gets the break on this high. That's one thing. That's one altcoin I'm watching. As you guys know, I'm not overly bullish on Solana. I think Solana doesn't look great. But again, if it breaks 161, we can reassess. But at the minute, it's just consistently creating a lower highs and bouncing off resistance. And if you invert the chart, so you do that by Alt-I on a keyboard, you would think this looked pretty bullish, making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, looking to break through resistance and move. But if you look at it on the other way around, like it's bouncing off its support, it looks like it's about to break down through support, in my opinion. A few other tokens I want to mention are SEI. I just made some TA on this. Interestingly, actually, I'm going to get Velo open because it looks more interesting on Velo. I don't know if it's going to have saved my charting experiment that I was just doing. I just want to show you one little thing. Hopefully my computer plays ball. It's been a bit slow recently. But let me get... This is SUI, but I'm going to get onto SUI in a second. We talked about this yesterday. Quickly touch on C. Let me see. Oh, it's not saved it, but it's easy to show you anyway. It's broken through its first recent swing high, so created a higher high here, and its second. At the same time, open interest is rising, but funding is actually negative, meaning there's probably more shorts coming into the market than there are longs, which could lead to a short squeeze, especially if you look at the fact that spot volume is increasing, so people are actually buying spot behind the move. I think that's looking pretty good. We talked about SUI yesterday on Twitter. I think SUI doesn't look exactly the same as say there. I don't know how you say it, say. But SUI has a large amount of spot buying coming in, but also quite a large amount of open interest and green funding. So I would suggest at some point SUI does have a pullback. This would be probably a good entry around the dollar mark to get in, although that is quite a big pullback as of right now. Whether we get something like that or not, I'm unsure. So 30-40% pullback, that's possible. And when things move up like this, it's possible to see pullbacks like that. So other than that, WorldCoin actually really weirdly, I don't even know what the ticker is. I've just been looking through some random tokens basically. I think looks quite bullish. Well, we've got this breakout of a downtrend in terms of since March the 10th, we've just broken out of the downtrend there with some decent volume behind that. We're also forming bullish divergence here on the daily time frame. If we look, we're forming higher lows on the RSI whilst forming consistent lower lows in price action. That's actually a bullish divergence there. So another token that I probably am going to have my eye on right now. There was another one. What was the other I was just looking at? Oh, Space Mesh is a token that I've absolutely round tripped the bag on. Got in a bit early, I think, but it's a really low market cap token, again with quite a strong bullish divergence here. Just have to see if this confirms over the next few days. Look, if we, don't know why the RSI is not letting me draw on here. If we show from the lows on the RSI to where we are now, like at the bottom, we've created lower lows in price action, higher lows in RSI, and looking to challenge the recent swing high. Quite a lot of alts in this position that Space Mesh is in right now. Look, this is the area we probably need to break for Space Mesh. Say that 3 times fast. That's what I'm looking for a break for Space Mesh. We're starting to get some volume, start to come back in, some green volume right at the lows at 50 cent. If you get in there, you're way better, doing way better than me. I was in all the way up here. This is only on Qcoin I was actually holding before it listed on Qcoin. Been holding it for ages. I think I got in at like $2, which is a bit of a mare to be honest, but happens sometimes. I've got a big bag as well, so I got absolutely smashed on Space Mesh. But it's obviously something I'm watching, and I've not talked about it because I didn't think it looked great. But now we're starting to see some bottoming patterns. So if you want to get in at a better entry than me by literally, what would that be? I don't know, 75% better entry than me. Now could be a decent time to get in there. But as we speak right now, Bitcoin is showing a bit of a negative price action. The thing that I am watching for, because I've just talked about a few alts that look pretty good, is whether we can get a move in alts to the upside if Bitcoin basically comes down. I personally don't believe we can. And I'll tell you why. Because if Bitcoin grinds down, yeah, there's a possibility that we can continue to see moves in alts. And that's exciting for me. I want altcoins to pop off. But if Bitcoin like proper shits the bed, I've never seen a time where Bitcoin has had a proper dump and alts go green. Like, they can outperform Bitcoin, they can hold up more strongly than Bitcoin can, so that would actually still lead to a decrease in Bitcoin dominance. But I've never seen alts like break out into green price action if Bitcoin's shit in the bed. So we want Bitcoin to go up. I'm still monitoring the Bitcoin dominance chart, and until anything really changes that, I can't really give you any more info on that. And then the last one is XRP, obviously. We've been looking at XRP for a while now. The weekly time frame, XRP is like that close to testing a breakout here. Let me take us off the log, because whenever we take us off the log, we can see that we actually have broken. Let's just take this, make this more accurate. I talked about this before, that we actually have broken through and back tested on a non-log chart, back tested our breakout here. So that's interesting for me. Like I've been saying for a long time, and I just feel like a broken record. But I think XRP will break out. Like, we've had all this accumulation here, and I think it's ready to go, or it's very close to being ready to go. The same way that we looked at inverted cryptos a second ago. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. The same way we looked at inverted cryptos just a minute ago, this looks like it's going to break down to me. And this is on the inverted chart. Look, you've had a breakdown, you've made a support, you've really struggled to then break back up, which in this case is down because it's upside down. You then struggled to break back up, you've broken through that support channel, you've bounced your head on it, and now you're just accumulating here or distributing here to probably continue your journey downwards, which is actually in fact upwards. But it's a lot easier and more clear if you do look at it upside down sometimes. Like, that looks like it's going to continue to break down to me. If you look at a chart like this, breakdown, made a support level, can't break your recent swing high, come down, you don't set a lower low, but then you still again bang your head on resistance. You're probably looking to continue to the downside, which obviously if you put it back to normal chart is probably a continuation to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. That's what I think is coming for XRP. That's what I think is coming for alts. We just need to get past this phase for Bitcoin. If I was going to make a prediction and hopefully not seem like an absolute psychopath, which I know that I could do, like, I do think we're on the precipice of like a banking collapse or a war or something like that that's going to shock the market. Because of how bullish everything is, I don't see another way that Bitcoin significantly has a dump, unless we have some sort of, I don't want to say collapse, I'm just saying like a panic that shakes people out of the market. Maybe a 20-30% dump, or 20% dump, or 15% dump. Something that shakes people out. I don't know what that could be. I'm just saying that's what I see from the charts, only because something doesn't add up and gold's so high. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Peace up, A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.